want anything that has to do with Tinubu, Buhari, or Suya. It's very important. Take his picture away. Cut this one away. I don't want to see this one too. Cut it away. I don't want to see it. Cut this away too. Look for picture. The ones who not get Tinubu. I don't want to see Tinubu at all for Suya. Cut this in away. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this picture. This one, use this one. COVID. I don't mind. Put COVID. Put COVID. Put any other malaria. Put typhoid. But Tinubu, I don't want. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want anything that has to do with Tinubu, Buhari, or Suya. It's very important. Take his picture away. Cut this one away. I don't want to see this one too. Cut it away. I don't want to see it. Cut this away too. Look for picture. The ones who not get Tinubu. I don't want to see Tinubu at all for Suya. Cut this in away. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this picture. This one, use this one. COVID. I don't mind. Put COVID. Put COVID. Put any other malaria. Put typhoid. But Tinubu, I don't want. Thank you. Thank you.
This guy is really funny. Yeah, his video has captured the moment a customer warned a suya seller not to wrap his meat with a newspaper bearing Ahmed Bola Tinubu's face. In the video, the man who was at the table of the suya seller was seen searching seriously for other newspapers which didn't have the faces of either Tinubu or Buhari on them. He repeatedly affirmed that he doesn't want to see the faces of the duo on his suya. The lad finally opted for a newspaper on COVID-19 while acknowledging that he would rather accept newspapers on ailments such as malaria, typhoid, and COVID-19 rather than those about Tinubu or the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, or the politicians. No, we can laugh about this whole thing. We can laugh, we can joke about it, but that is the reality hitting us. And these guys are telling us everything is fine. They want to continue with what is happening. They don't see anything wrong with all these things, and that is where the problem lies. That is where the problem lies. From A to Z, all the politicians, not even only Tinubu, of course, is the one who is coming out now to say this and that. But all of them put together, all of them. If somebody scores 99.9%, so what are you saying? You just have to say, oh, the person has just gotten it all. Maybe you can say maybe the lecturer is stingy for not releasing the very tiny fraction of figure remaining so that the person will have 100%. But that does not take the fact away that there are some people who may be plain, but unfortunately they cannot speak. They have been choked. They can't speak. They can't speak where their colleagues are because they will just want to keep quiet. And the problem is that if you cannot join them, if you can't beat them, you join them. So that is why one paint is used to rub all of them. Paint all of them with one brush. It is as bad as that. Like I said, one can laugh over it. One can say this and this and that. And the unfortunate thing is those who are defending them, they are eating from the evil seeds that these guys have planted because you want to get something from them. And unfortunately, some of them don't even know these people they are defending. But just because this person is just from my area, this person is from my village, we live on the same street, because we go to the same church together, because we attend the same mosque. Yes, that's just the reason why some people just support them, defend them. They see evil and call it good. They see good and call it evil. And you want such a society to progress. We want such a society to get developed. It will not. It will not until we begin to call people out. People are doing bad things and you are there supporting them because you are afraid or because of whatever reasons that is making you to defend them. And you expect the country to move forward. But when it comes to other people, yes, because you feel that if there is no any form of affiliation between you and them, you can speak the truth. You can vomit the truth. People like Ronald Mokre that is speaking now, can he beat his chest while he was in the government of PDP? All the ills, all the vices, all the things that were not going on, was he able to come out and say, no, these things are not going on? But now they can speak. And now people are now trying to forget and begin to focus on those who are there now, who are doing the evil. That is where the problem lies. And what I have come to realize is that in as much we always say the ruling party, a lot of people will want to turn towards them because of what they want to get. And how do you expect things to move forward? Those who are supposed to speak will not speak. So the video that we've just watched is worse than that. It might be, you might see it as a joke, but the situation is worse than that. Some people will tell you that I just want to disown this country. I want to denounce this country if it is possible to get another citizenship for it. Because, see, with what these guys are doing, you can imagine somebody who is saying that I want to continue with a Buhari's legacy. Which legacy that everybody is even shouting, crying out that, oh, if they can, if God will allow them to even survive this government, and let them be given a certificate of a survivor, and somebody say, I want to continue with that. What does that mean? What does that tell you? Meaning they don't see anything wrong with what is happening. And we are still saying that that is the best way to go. No, it is not a matter of hatred. It is what you are experiencing yourself. Are you being wicked to yourself? Are you enjoying what is happening in this country? That is the main thing. Some people might be doing it, oh, because I don't, it is not my party, or because it is not, it is this other person's party. No, what are you getting? What are you gaining? Are you not suffering? Is it not enough for you to be angered in your spirit? It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate that at this stage and this age and time, we'll be talking about pounds going to 800 naira. What is the other one? Dollars going to 600 naira, and everything seems to be okay, seems to be fine. You cannot talk, you can't see anything. It is worse than that. You know what you are suffering. See how much they are selling noodles, they are selling eggs, they are selling gari, ordinary gari, that's supposed to be much available. The way we say ordinary gari is supposed to be ordinary rice that they say we are producing here, but they are telling you that the cost of land as at 1 year or 3 years ago is not the same thing. So how do you expect the crops there to be the same thing? You see the mentality right from onset. The land is always appreciating. That does not take the fact that the crops coming out from there should be expensive as well. You see how these governments, how they are so wicked. Yes, Loretta Noche and Joy Gokwe. You see the kind of mentality these people have. We are in for big show, but all of them will be drowned in that thing. Well, someone says here that Bola Tinubu will do better than Buhari and some of these present contestants. For me, apart from Osinbajo, the next option is Tinubu. Really, he will do better. And you did not hear that he said he's going to continue with what is happening here now, because you believe that what is happening here, that he will do better than Buhari, because what Buhari is doing, it is out of this world. But the same Tinubu is saying that he's going to continue with what he has done or what he's doing. So what are you saying? Which Tinubu? Someone that will acquire Nigeria as he did for Lagos. And the worst part of it is that he doesn't even know much. You know, when people tell you that he's old, or he's sick, you think they're just joking. How can somebody say, oh, how to tackle insecurity is to recruit 50 million people? They will be eating cassava, corn. That you can just give them cassava and corn. And you see the way he was just talking, oh, you can imagine something is wrong upstairs. And the next day they told us that, oh, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. And when he was even emphasizing on it. And again, coming out to tell us PVC, he said it has expired. Is that one with his right senses? Is that one in his right senses? And they will still come out and say, oh, it was a slip of tongue. Really? When people were dead, they were saying, yes, it is true. PVC has expired. It is called permanent voters card. How many of such mistakes is going to be making? Because I could remember then, that last year when he was doing his birthday in Kano, that was when he made that mistake. And, the reason why we have not been seeing much of such is that he has not been really coming out. But because now there's going to be election, he's coming out and he's vomiting all of those things, and you expect Nigerians to see go again. The last interview that Tinubu, Buhari granted with Osinbajo during the election period, during the campaign in 2019, when Kadiara Ahmed, I'm not pronouncing that name well, that woman journalist, when he interviewed them, when Osinbajo was, just all over the place, he wanted to try to cover up for Buhari. Buhari didn't know what he was asking, what he was being asked, and what he was answering. And I say, with this alone, but because we have evil people, with this interview alone, people should know that this man does not fit to be in this position. But what are we doing? We are paying heavily. We are paying heavily for the nonsense that Buhari is doing. The rubbish that Buhari is doing, we are paying heavily for that. You can imagine, it is in this country that the abnormalities become the normal thing. With that interview alone, when the man granted, you know that this man is not in tune with reality. So what do you expect? It's unfortunate. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let us have your take.